Aleister Crowley is a man who should need no introduction. An infamous occultist whose name has been spoken of in hushed whispers since he first stepped onto the world stage. He's been heralded and reviled, dubbed the wickedest man in the world by the British press. Crowley was a man ahead of his time, a magician of renown, to be sure, but Crowley was also a philosopher, a poet, an accomplished mountaineer, a painter, a masterful chess player, and much more. Crowley is best known for his esoteric writings, with the body of his work viewed as the definitive examinations of modern magic, beautifully bridging the ancient mystery traditions with the brave new world of scientific methodology. But there is one key aspect to this man that has been unfairly overlooked, in my opinion, that of the occult detective storyteller. Crowley's Simon-If tales are wondrous explorations of human psychology, served by the protagonist's sharp wit, keen observational skills, and expert knowledge of the mystic arts. Having been the subject of one exceptional novel, Moonchild, and more than a dozen shorter works, Crowley's Simon-If deserves a place of reverence held for him by the connoisseurs of weird fiction. The novel Moonchild involves a magical war between a group of white magicians, led by Simon-If, and a group of black magicians, in conflict over an unborn child. It was published in 1929 by Mandrake Press, and has been recently re-released by Wiser Books. A year or so before the beginning of World War I, a young woman is seduced by a white magician, Cyril Gray, and persuaded into helping him in a magical battle with the black magician and his black lodge. Gray is attempting to save and improve the human race and condition by impregnating the girl with the soul of an ethereal being, the Moonchild. To achieve this, she will have to be kept in a secluded environment, and many preparatory magical rituals will be carried out. The black magician, Douglas, is bent on destroying Gray's plan. However, Gray's ultimate motives may not be what they appear. The Moonchild rituals are carried out in southern Italy, but the occult organizations are based in Paris and England. At the end of the book, the war breaks out, and the white magicians support the Allies, while the black magicians support the Central Powers. Interestingly enough, this Moonchild was the inspiration of a project called the Babylon Working, taken on by Jack Parsons and L. Ron Hubbard in 1946. The intent was to manifest an incarnation of Babylon, the Scarlet Woman, who would then carry a magical child forth into the world. Crowley was less than impressed. Moonchild is a terrific novel. It's suspenseful and filled with occult knowledge. Obviously, Crowley is well adept in these areas, and if there are criticisms of it, and of course many people would have them, is that it is certainly a novel of its time. The language is difficult for some. I find the language just delicious. I love Crowley's writing style, and while it may not be as adventurous as some, you can definitely see how this novel inspired a somewhat better novel in The Devil Rides Out by Dennis Wheatley. These sorts of occult detective tales where magic is such a vital and integral part. They can be complicated and hard for civilians to become truly invested in, but for those of us with knowledge of magic, these Simon F. stories, and Moonchild in particular, are just, they are extensions of the esoteric work, and really some of my favorite writings in the occult detective genre.